Today is Monday, 19th of July, and I hope it's 19th of July. I didn't check it. It's around 11, some minutes before 11, and I'm going to start my practice for some hours, and I just wanted to share how beautiful is this room. Right now I'm working with is a workshop by Kirsch. The name of the workshop session is Cultivating Potential in Transitions. And Kirsch, if I'm pronouncing her name right, I think she's based in Germany, and she teaches movement exploration based on Access syllabus technique. I quite enjoy online classes if the teacher is explaining things proper. I enjoy it because I can always put a pause and I dive into my own research. Also, what she gives feels very fundamental, basic. We mostly start on the flow, and we start from shifting the weight, from rolling from side to side, shifting the weight on the hands, transitioning from hands to the legs, the way she explains the details of it, and the way she gives time to explore. I like it. So then I approach research through conscious state, that how to shift the weight, how to put my elbow, and I try different ways of it, seeing how my body can adjust to this exploration, and then it can give me more interesting ways of exploring my movement. In the end of the online class I've been taking, I had a feeling of her, and she also was talking about swinging and opposition of the lower part of the body and upper part of the body, and I had a feeling of her moving not through the muscles but through bones, on a relaxation, and getting the energy from the speed that comes from the swing. And I just decided to research on this, and then set the timer of 15 minutes just to try basically get relaxed and move from the bones and through the swing feeling, and add on some simple footwork to support my transitions and moving in space. And also somehow, because for the swing you need to lower yourself to be able to go up, so that it gets to a bounce sensation. So I've been adding some footwork, bounce, and this swing, bone, relaxed feeling. I'm going to talk a little bit about my solo references, and I've been working with Robert Longan. He is a visual artist and painter, and he made the series of paintings, Man in the City, but then to paint, he first made a series of photography, and that became a base for his painting. He was observing the body in the before falling, and I also fascinated by this because it's the same physicality, like this extreme physicality, and where you lose control, but not still this very short moment before you're gonna give in to the gravity. Today is June 20th, and I started the day outside doing yoga and went to the park because it was nice weather. And these days it's actually a rare occasion to have a nice weather, sunny and warm. In general, setting the plans for July, I wrote down practice more outside, and yeah, I wasn't really consistent with this, but I did several sessions, and now I have some time here in the room again in Dinamo. It's a different room, and it's a nice place, but quite smelly and dirty. So I started with a workshop, online workshop I'm taking by Kirsch, and it's a lot of flow, sliding and moving, and I feel a bit I should be wearing some long sleeves. And now I'm gonna shift to house dancing. And today I'm gonna pick 5 steps, and for each step I'm gonna take 10 minutes to remember foundation I remember, but more to remember how to play with it and remember different kind of variations. So 5 steps, 10 minutes each, around 50 minutes, 1 hour for footwork, dancing. Then I want to spend 30 minutes just getting back. I set myself a group of exercises for my transitions through hands and bridge. I'm going to spend 30 minutes for this, also getting back into this exercises, not necessarily in dancing, but just to get back again into this shape. And then last 30 minutes, 20 minutes going to be a bit of a stamina session where I use 1 minute round. So I dance 1 minute and try to dance energetically and intense. Then I have a couple of seconds break, and another round I just skip rope skipping for 1 minute, and then next round dancing, next round skipping. So it's like this challenging stamina session. With the footworks, and they went quite cool. I feel good with them, and I realized that it's getting a little bit more boring for me to repeat them right and left and just have this structure rather than my body eagers to play around with them and mess around. But I also understand that it's important to have this check, at least that you're checking that can you do it symmetrical with the same timing, right and left side, and then already go on with the exploration. And I just wrote down some thoughts that I became interested more in a step, not as a formula, yeah? So you take a step and then you analyze it and play with the details. But I started to perceive steps, foundations, as a sensation. So what kind of feeling it gives me? More like a spatial feeling or textural feeling. And then I start from that point playing around. But then it becomes less technical. But it's something that I find now more interesting to play around. I enjoyed the freedom to get back to this freedom in a frame, yeah, because I've been challenging frames and was dancing the way I want without any restrictions and rules. It seems free, but it's very hard to find your way there. Here, when you have a house music, you have a house foundation, you have certain frame. I felt so comfortable to actually feel this freedom in this frame. I felt good. So I feel I'm in shape, and I'm happy to move on with this journey. Today is Saturday, 24th of July. I actually didn't know what's the date is today, so I was just checking right now. So it's 24th of July, but I know exactly that it's Saturday. And I'm in the room since 9 o'clock in the morning, accidentally. So I just did today a bit of yoga and then one of the workshops from Kirsch. And now I finally gonna drink coffee, and well-deserved coffee, and then I'm gonna come back and today I'm gonna practice house. Last time I did this 5 minutes for each step, so now I'm gonna try to use all those 5 steps and to remember different kind of forms and variations that I've been working on and mix them in 5 minutes. So I'm gonna have one round that would last 5 minutes where I would mix all those 5 steps. Just creating it for myself to have more fun, I guess. But that's a challenge. So one round, 5 minutes, where I'm mixing all these 5 steps with all the elements together. Then a little break, and again, and 5 times like this. 5, 5, 5, 5. Circle here with my pelvis and back. And let's say each slide, shift, orientation is is the research rather than the actual precision. So it's more. So today Sunday, 25th of July, and my July practice diary is almost getting to the end. I'm a little bit excited of how I'm gonna edit all of it and how it will look like in the end. So I'm in the room and I just finished the online course that I've been taking, and I've been sharing during the months about this course. It's called Cultivating Potential in Transitions by Kirsch. She's an Access Syllabus teacher. And I was already saying a little bit about it, but yeah, for those who doesn't know Access Syllabus, I also don't know. Don't know a lot. I was just checking it online, and this is basically my first classes, and I quite enjoyed it, and I'm gonna look for the teachers to follow them. So as I understood, Access Syllabus, they study the human body in motion, the human structure, how it works in motion and in dance particular. There was a bit of anatomical also information, but quite basic, and also for me, like, I don't know, a lot of terms connects with anatomy and movement, so it was also quite useful. We were talking about sternal, and she was sharing some images of how it constructed anatomically here, how it connected with the bones, and we've been also moving, integrating, and releasing this part of the body. Like that, what I paid attention is like these transitions between movement, how she opened up the layering and the complexity, but at the same time organic complexity of those transitions in which you could pay attention. So normally we just strive for another movement, and she took time to focus on this moment between the movement. Yeah, like a rotation and gradual change. In general, I had a feeling that it gave me the feeling that when you observe animals moving, they do it very flowy, yeah, but they do it not because they decided that they want their moves look cool, flow, smooth. It's just that it's organic way and it's efficient and it's natural to the body, that it just like endless, continuous movement happens in their motion. Basically, the way we move is also interesting to observe in connection with animalistic flow of movement. So that's just the idea. I don't know if they really try to connect it or not in their technique, but it was a feeling I had. So without them forcing this idea of connecting it with the organic and animal flow, I just had this feeling on my own, and I might also try to investigate a little bit more on it. But my goal right now is try to put on those ideas in house dancing, in general in my freestyle, but also in house dancing, and see where it will bring me.